Alright, try safe. Yo, how's it going? Bro, it's way hotter than I thought it was going to be today. I just ended up sweating. I took a little pit stop at a card shop. Not going to say what I bought, but it's pretty obvious what I got. Let's see. All right. There we go. There we go. Should get my apron. My tummy is still getting chunky. Whoo! Don't mind the mess. All right. My kitchen, living room, everything right now is a little bit messy just because I was a little bit busy this weekend. So I didn't really take time to clean up. Usually I take my weekends and I do a decent amount of cleaning. Not today. Also, you might hear like a lot of noise in the background because people are moving in, like next door to me, and they making a lot of noise. Some jerks. I guess when I asked the lady in this building, this is like a pretty new building, I asked her like how full the building was. She said it's like 20% capacity. So there's not that many people who actually live here right now. And it's cool to see people moving in, but I don't know, these neighbors looking a little raunchy. If I start hearing them yelling and screaming in the middle of the night, I'd be highly upset. They already yelling and screaming right now, just moving. I was cool with the building being empty and stuff, but now that more people moving in, I gotta get used to it. I gotta start closing my blinds because usually I leave my blinds open, and sometimes be walking out here butt at naked. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be cautious about that. Gotta close these blinds here and there. All right. Well, today we're making some tatas. It's good old tatas. Lots of eggs today. So this week was Spain. So España, you know? We got tortillas de patatas. I speak Spanish sometimes and I feel like fritos is a potato, but in Spain, patatas is the word. I guess it kind of feels like that, but maybe it's basically an omelet. But a lot of people say it's probably their national dish, but they say, well, it looks like paella is probably well known, but they say tortillas de patatas is more of the like everyday food that they eat like at least once a week. So that's what I wanted to make. Plus, it shared a lot of ingredients with flan, which is the dessert. Technically, it's baking. I haven't done too much baking outside of the cake I made a couple weeks ago. But flan, it's sort of baking. So we're going to make that. It's a dessert and breakfast slash lunch. Simple today. Simple. And flan. As a matter of fact, let me get a beer. I need a beer. It's been a long weekend. I stopped at the more east side. Okay, I usually don't go to the east side of Vegas because it's pretty ghetto over there. Like the Northeast especially, it's pretty ghetto over there. So I try to avoid it. But I went for a Riftbound event yesterday. So I found myself on the other side of Vegas, which is really far. But I actually won one game. I got cheated. They gave me the worst deck out of the 3 I can get. And games 1 and 2, I got completely stomped. But the second game I did, it was like a really close game. And I was behind by a lot. I was getting murdered at one point. But the comeback kid, don't call it a comeback because I never left. But after that tournament, I was like, I haven't bought my food yet. So I decided to stop by like a plaza, and they had a seafood city. If you don't know what a seafood city is, it's a Filipino supermarket. And since I live in Vegas, sometimes I get fed things on Instagram and TikTok about things from Vegas. And at that specific store is where they have like raves and DJ parties at a grocery store. I was like, what the heck? That's pretty crazy. So I didn't know where it was. So I found out where that's at. I didn't really buy anything because I didn't need anything like Filipino. I'm not making Filipino food anytime soon, I don't think. But I found my Filipino plug. But one thing that they did have, Jollibees. You can't, I didn't know that Jollibees was that close to me, but it's on the other side of the strip, which I don't like going to, like I said, I don't. Like riding a bike through the strip is like, you take 30 minutes just to get through because Las Vegas Boulevard doesn't allow you to cross streets. You have to use the bridge. And then to get up on the bridge, you have to go around, find an elevator, go across, find another elevator, and come back down. And that whole process takes like 20, 30 minutes sometimes. So it's just across one street. And not to mention all the people, all the crowds, all of that around. So I try not to cross there much. But also in that same like shopping center, they had some place called Outlet, like grocery store outlet. I guess it's an outlet store. I don't know what that means. Does it mean that they serve like bad food? But I bought all of these ingredients there. Since I was already out, I was like, might as well go ahead and buy it. And all of this stuff was super inexpensive. Like this bag of potatoes was $3. It's a 5-pound bag for $3. Like even at my normal store, that's like at least $5. I'll save $2. Anywhere I can save some money, I'm gonna save some money. One thing that wasn't really on discount was this beer, though. I didn't want to stop anywhere else for some beer. I said, might as well grab it while I'm here, and I got it. It's peaches and cream. I know a lot of people like peaches and cream as a flavor. I really don't. But I was already in line, and I saw in the beer section was right next to me. So I decided to just grab whatever was closest to me, and it just happens to be this peaches and cream beer. I hope it's good. What the? I just looked at the bottom of this thing, and it has a Genesis date on it. I assume Genesis date means when they brewed it, right? It has to be. But I don't know if you can see the date on it. But the date itself, or maybe this one. The date itself says January, March, August, I think. Yes. It says August 4th, 2025. But that's the Genesis date. You know, it's beer. It only gets better with age anyways. All right. Cheers. Peaches and cream beer. Does not sound appetizing. No. I can get down with it. Ish. No, nope. The cream is kicking in. Ugh. Okay, the peach part was like good. It kind of tastes like a Blue Moon because it's peaches. It's like a fruit. But then like the taste of cream kicked in. Ugh. All right. That was, I got a 6-pack only though. So at least it's a 6-pack. I can finish that pretty easily. Let's start up with the flan because I think that's like set it and forget it after a while. So let's start with that. I think I have to start like caramelizing some sugar. So let's get that a brewing. What pan do I want to use? We'll use this one. I'm gonna just start buying nothing but stainless steel appliances. All of my like non-stick pots and pans and whatnot have been like destroyed with like nicks and dings, and I use wooden spoons on them most of the time, so they shouldn't get all messed up. But alas, there's all kinds of stuff out of it, so I hear it's really, really bad for you too. So I am throwing all them out, and then using only stainless steel from now on. Okay, let me get this caster sugar. Caster sugar is the same as powdered sugar, right? Because like, let me read this bag just to make sure. No, that's confectioner sugar, not powdered sugar. What's the difference? Confectioner sugar versus, hold on. What is caster sugar though? Isn't it just powdered sugar? Caster sugar. What is caster sugar and what is the substitute? Oh. It's texture somewhere between granulated and confectioner. You know, we'll see if this melts. If this melts, we'll be good. We're good. We're good. I don't know if it smells like it's burning more than anything. Google. Does confectioner sugar melt? Sugar can melt when exposed to heat. Well, it melts. That's all I needed to know. As long as it doesn't burn. I'm a little afraid of that, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. You just need to turn to like a caramel color. Caramel color. All right. Let's pick out some potatoes. It needs waxy potatoes. I think these are waxy. They're shiny, so I'd say that's waxy. Am I supposed to peel them? Yeah, that definitely looks like a normal one. Okay. How to make. Right. Rinse and peel. I do. How many potatoes do I need to make? I think it's supposed to be like mostly potatoes. And then the eggs kind of make the form. Potatoes. I'd say that's enough. This is a lot of potatoes, though. And I'll be real with you, I don't really eat potatoes that much. But now that I have it, I might as well. Potatoes. Gotta figure out what I can make with potatoes. I got some fries or something. Usually what I do with like leftover potatoes, if I have them, is I'll just either roast them or make mashed potatoes. I most times just roast them. Because like mashed potatoes is too much work. Well, at least more work than roasting them, right? Because like you roasted them, you just cut them up, throw some oil on them, throw it in the oven, season, call it a day. I have been laying off the rice a little bit. I might try doing more of a spring roll diet because I hear and see that spring roll diets have been like pretty popular lately. People have been like just using rice paper and then wrapping up like healthy things and eating that, which is cool. I guess I've been doing that for years, obviously, because spring rolls my favorite foods. So I've been doing that regardless of diets. I guess I've been eating healthy this whole time. Where is my other peeler? There we go. But I have been living with it. The only problem with it is it's kind of annoying to make. I've been better at rolling spring rolls though. I'm upgrading my skills. I've been good at it. I'm very inconsistent, but I've been getting good at it. Oh, it does melt. Okay. Like when I make my spring rolls, one of them be like fat and sloppy and the other one be perfect right next to it. I gotta work on my consistency. Swear to God, is it really that close to you? You really close to your heart about that? What's going on, the banquets? Is Spain close to your home? Is this where I offend your ancestors? I will try to make it good, okay? I already messed up one thing. I mistakenly put confectioner sugar instead of caster sugar because I thought they were the same thing. But they're both sugar, right? They're both sugar. Your little grandmama be Spanish. Ooh. Just use normal sugar. Yeah, it was already too late though. I read it wrong. I read the bag wrong. I thought it said caster. It said confectioner. But it's just sugar, bro. It's working. It's working. I already put it in the pan and I'm like, I'm not wasting it. I'm not wasting it. All it needs to be is like a molasses, right? So I'm not too worried about it not being like a caramel colored molasses. It's just got me some sauce, some sugar sauce. How much of a difference can it be from regular sugar and confectioner sugar? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at that. It's melting pretty well. It's good. It's getting there. It's getting there. I just got to swirl, swirl, swirl a little bit more. If anything, I think this is working better than regular sugar. Regular sugar tends to like take forever, and then like it sticks and it doesn't turn caramel for a long time. I'm sorry. You know I'm gonna disappoint though. Your ancestors will hate me, and then by proxy, hate you a little bit for watching me butcher it. But it counts as baking, right? Flan, because you have to put it in the oven. I would assume that counts for baking. Who else? Another controversial thing that I'm probably going to do today is I don't have a ramekin, which I don't think is a big deal, but I'm going to use a cupcake tin. Because it's like the perfect size, at least for me, to eat. If I'm going to make like one or two little flans, I think that's perfect. I don't want to make like a giant flan and then cut it and then like have the extras not be cute and easily stored. At least with like the cupcake sizes, it's like perfect. I'll eat one today, eat another one the next day, and I'll be done. I don't typically eat the desserts too often. Whenever I make a dessert, I don't eat it the same day all, or even the same week sometimes, because I don't like sweets. I just don't. Use a Jello bowl? Who owns a Jello bowl? Also, what the heck is a Jello bowl? How are you supposed to put a Jello bowl in the oven? Who's putting a Jello bowl in the oven? I don't know what you're talking about. A normal bowl? How are you supposed to bake in a normal bowl? That's where, what? I'm confused. What you mean? Sugar is getting very syrupy. With heat? Why would you put a normal bowl in the oven though? Who owns a bowl to put in the oven? I'm gonna use the cupcake ones because it's like a perfect shape. I do have a cake mold though, which I could use that too. But I'd rather use a cupcake because it's nice and cute. It looks better. I'm not trying to rage bait you, bro. I'm not. But I feel like it just looks cuter that way. I have like a cake one, but the cupcake just feels like it would be better. I know like some of them are like the ramekins where they have like the ridges and stuff. But a straight like cylinder cupcake shape, I think that's fine. I think it looks cooler, personally. I do need to get some ramekins though to make what do they call it? Not souffle. Is it called a souffle? Use the cake one. No, but like, okay. If I make it in the cake mold, I then have to cut it and then store it individually, right? If I make it in the cupcake mold, they're already individually packed, you know? And it's easier to store those than these individual slices of flan. I'm just saying, I feel like it's much better and it looks cooler. Like, I'd rather see like a whole flan versus a little slice. Slice doesn't look as pretty. You just gotta put it in the fridge. No, you do. But like in order to eat it, like if I'm gonna eat it, I take it out the fridge and then have to like, you know, like I have to get a plate and whatnot. You know, I'd rather have the nice little whole little flan together. It's just much prettier. Do you guys not have just like mini flans just hanging around? I think this is nice and caramelized. Ooh, I feel like this looks much better than if I were to use regular sugar. Oh, that didn't work out well. There we go. Hey, look at that. It's nice and brown. Thank God you're drunk this first. Flan have molds. I know they have molds, but I feel like the cupcake one is fine. The cupcake mold, the shape of a cupcake is perfect for it. Right? Because then you got like, what's a cupcake mold that is not just a cake mold? You know what I mean? Like, it's the same. And plus, it's prettier. I've been trying to make my food more aesthetic, you know? You know, I gotta get on your level too. So I'll drink with you too. Okay. What do I do with this flan thingy majiggy? Okay, it's brown. Swirl. Catch all the sugar so the parts of the burns. Pour a shot of water and swirl for the caramel to homogenize. Isn't it just gonna like harden if I do that? Let me use hot water just in case. Stop before I go buy more spice water. It's Monday. I don't work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad those kids are doing good. You didn't miss much besides Banquito berating me about flan having to be in a big pan instead of the molds. I bought some spicy water too, but it's not. It's peaches and cream beer. So disgusting, but it was right next to me when I bought it. So, well, it was right next to the register, and I'd forgotten to buy it, alcohol. So, I promised you to drink some. So, right, Banquiqui. No, it was mozzarella. Mozzarella was telling me that I owe him one because I didn't. No! I gotta swirl it. I might have burnt it. I might have burnt it. Okay, yeah, the flan might have a smidgen of burnt sugar, burnt molasses in it. It is a bit hard too, because it told me to splash some water in it. So I splashed water in it, and it became a little chunky. It does smell a little burnt, just a little bit, not a lot. It's a little bit burnt, just a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just color. It's color. It's color. I do like me a little bit of darkness sometimes, you know? Can't be extra pale. Once this like chunky part becomes unchunky, I think it'd be good. All right, we'll let that get unchunky real quick. What am I supposed to do after this? Swirl, pour a shot of hot water. Pour the caramel at the bottom of the mold and swirl to go over at least the walls, at least a centimeter. Set aside. Am I not supposed to like put butter or anything like that so that it doesn't like stick? I feel like if I put sugar in here, it's gonna stick, even if this is non-stick. There we go. Okay, it's a little dark, but I think it'll be okay. It gotta be okay. I'm dropping just dark caramel everywhere. Okay. I think that's fine. Time to fill some of these molds, aka cupcake molds. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Soak that up. I don't know if it's going to be enough for 6, but we will see. We will see. Clean up the splashes before it becomes hard and gets stuck forever. Okay. Should be done with this for now. Set this aside, it says. And then grab a bowl. And a whisk. Whisk 3 free-range eggs. I don't have free-range eggs. I have eggs. 3 eggs and 1 yolk. Okay. Even the eggs I bought at the place was fairly cheap. It was $2 for a pack or a dozen, which is actually normal price. But everything else I bought was like a good deal, outside of the beer actually. But that whole little shopping center, kind of sick, kind of sick. Why are all the eggs yolks busted already? And then this one is 1 yolk. Where am I going to put the rest of this egg? I don't want to waste it. I'm going to make like an almond out of it or something. I learned some tricks, you know. Bang. Separating egg yolks. Professional skill. Excuse me. How early is too early to drink? Is that a question? I don't think that's a question, my friend. There's literally a song called It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Okay? Just saying. Also, I drink pretty early sometimes. Like, especially when I'm at work. I will straight up grab a beer in the fridge. And I wake up at 5 o'clock to work. So, some days it's earlier than usual. Trust me. It just need to be like that. Started at 7. Those are rookie numbers. Okay? We gotta bring those numbers down. Rookie numbers. No, I'm playing. Drinking is bad, kids. Drinking is bad. You ain't gonna sober me. Hey! Trust me. I can't dance. So I have to be drinking to be dancing. What you up today? You dancing? Where you going to dance at? They got you going to a quince? You going to a quince? Ooh. Oh! Was not expecting that to bust that easily. That's what she said. We're just gonna use the whole can. I don't feel like keeping it because I feel like I'm not gonna use it for anything. Maybe some like bubble tea, but outside of that, I wouldn't be using it for anything else. Gotta dance some folklore music. Hey, you're gonna go over there and remix it up. You're gonna do like folklore, and then you're gonna be like DJ remix. And you start crip walking? That'd be kind of cool. You should do that. I didn't influence you to do it though, but you should. That's cool though. Granted, you are trying to get drunk beforehand, so maybe you're not into that kind of stuff. You ain't get expelled for some goofy like that. You wouldn't get expelled. It'd be kind of cool. You would be the talk of the town, bro. Talk of the town if you did that. I'm gonna throw some heavy cream because I still have some left over from last week. And milk. Half heavy cream, half milk. It's a Baptist school? So? Who says Baptists don't have rhythm? I think you're just being... What's the word for hating somebody for a religion? I don't exactly remember what the word is for that. Or hate them because of their religion. Zionists? Is that the word? They won't let you drink Monster? That's okay. I didn't know it was that strict. I feel sorry for your childhood. It's alright. Turn up on some communion wine, bro. Go ahead. Pull out the communion wine. Go crazy. You're okay with that, right? You can't have your school is that freaking strict? Oh my gosh. I feel sorry for you, dude. I feel sorry for you. hopefully you have a good time dancing, all right? You're looking forward to it. At least with like folklore dance, you get to dance with the honeys, right? Right? Question mark? There's at least gonna be some honeys there. Hope so. You ain't looking for it? Hey. You ain't gotta look for it to enjoy it. Okay? You got eyes. You got eyes. Unless you're gonna go around with blindfolds on, it's fine. It's fine. Bad history. Hey. It sounds like you got a lot of anxiety about it. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Trust me, I have some of the worst social anxiety in life, so I completely understand. I've actually been getting a lot better at it. I was at a card tournament yesterday, which I would never ever in my life do after beforehand. Like I would never do that because I'd be so scared. My social anxiety would flare up and I would kill myself almost. But I forced myself to go, and then I learned it's not that bad. I also was actually a little bit social and stuff. So, granted, it was like 35 dudes, 35 stankin' dudes. Let me correct myself. 35 stankin' dudes and one girl there. I don't know how much of these tournaments I would want to go to if all of them straight up smell like that, because they don't smell good. They don't. You're being obligated to, not forced. Okay? To obligation, force, coerce, all the same words. It doesn't say how long or what I must put in. It says 160 degrees. I'm going to assume 160 degrees Celsius, right? Because 160 degrees, I don't think my oven even goes down to 160 degrees. Fahrenheit. Because I don't think that's possible. It doesn't say. But it's an American oven. Or the article is not American. Wait, what? If you don't dance, you gotta repeat the whole year? And then if you don't dance that time, you get put down again? That's insane. This is what religion schools are like? That's insane. I never heard of that. You guys had a pre-present. What is a pre-presentation? What kind of balagna is that, dude? $50 points for not dancing. That's wild. We had dance class in gym, and I had a dance as well. I really did not want to, but I didn't think it was going to be like a whole year's failures worth. I don't even remember what kind of dance we did. I don't remember how to, well, I don't know how to dance in general, but. Oh, that one's overflowing. Whoops. Come on. I think I may have made too much to fit these. Dang, just like maybe like one more would have been perfect. It's okay. I'll make some more later. Well, hopefully they don't. You get drunk, you get to dance, and you'll enjoy yourself. You're drunk. Everything's better when you're drunk. Let's fit this. No, it doesn't. I need an actual plan. Sorry. There he is. What's going on? Mozzarella. You here for the Tortilla de Patatas? Me too. Love the Patatas. Indubitably. That's a great word. I got you. I got you, mozzarella. I'm sorry. Last week I didn't have any. Oh, it was like 2 days ago, actually. I didn't have any alcohol for you. I apologize. Banquito's getting down too, actually. He's getting involved as well. This is some nasty peaches and cream beer. I only got it because it was in arm's reach of cashing out. So I'm going to have to deal with it. And it matches the apron. Seltzer? This is going to age me a little bit, but I may have started like the White Claw trend, okay? No, you're not a B word, sir. I like many years ago, before like White Claws, High Noons, all that crazy stuff became overly popular. Trulies. Before all of that became popular, I bought a pack of some no-name seltzers and brought it to a, what do you call it? A Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather party thing. Okay? I don't know when that was, but that was many years ago. And then after that, like a couple years after, I was like, dang, it's popping. Everybody drinking them nowadays. Beer does taste like, you'll grow into it. For me, it's not about the taste most of the time. It's mostly about getting that buzz, like a good buzz going. Don't really care too much about the actual taste. Vodka cranberries. That's not a seltzer though. I think it's like when I was growing up, beer definitely was not like my preferred alcohol. It was always just shots and whatever gets me the most drunk. But then beer was there because we drank it for like party games. Things like beer pong, flip cup, what other beer games there are? But like party games. So I didn't really drink the beer because I liked it. But nowadays, for sure. 8%? What beer is 8%? What beer are you drinking that's 8%? I think IPAs are maybe 8%. But most beers, well, light beers hover around 5. Regular beer is probably like 6, 7. I think. Like, what is this? This is only 5%. And it's not even a light beer. Seltzers are strong, dude. Seltzers will mess you up. Deceptively mess you up. Since when? Seltzers are always like 6, 7%. Well, I think so. Yeah. I wouldn't say like 8, but closer into the higher range of beers. Because like this beer is only 5%. Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about what he said at first. I didn't do the hand motion and everything. Dang. You guys got me. I'm sorry. You guys got me. Gosh. All right. Cheers. Cheers, man. And I be thinking I'm like hip with the kids. Obviously, I'm not. I said that without even thinking about it. I'm not cool anymore. Guess I am a unk. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh my God. That's a lot of alcohol. Wild berry flavor is one of my favorite. All the children's here. Not all of the children's is here. Okay. May isn't here. Okay, that's another child. May's not here. And Sleepy. I haven't Sleepy in a long time, actually. But those children's ain't here. All right. I have no idea who May is. Sometimes I think she's 9. Sometimes I think she's 12. I just know she is like under 16. 100%. In my mind, she's under 16. I don't know how true that it is, but feels like it. All right. Cheers. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I counting that right? Yeah, it probably is. Ooh. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have a problem with that, but that peaches and cream has a really nasty aftertaste. I knew I should have just grabbed the Heineken. I'm definitely going to spill all this water as I'm taking it to the oven, aren't I? Probably am. I don't have any steady hands. In my mind, she was 25-year-old Brazilian woman before the great discovery of Britain. Oh, she's definitely young. She has very young opinions. Also, definitely not Brazilian. She complains all the time about the UK. Yeah. Why'd you think she was South America? She is not from South America. She's definitely British as heck. Well, she's not British, but she's from the British lands. I don't know if this wrong. Like if it's no, it's past preheat. All right, we're gonna throw this in the oven, and we're gonna try not to spill all of this water. Okay, I'm not doing a good job at this. Oh, hold on. Oh, I did it! Did not spill a drop of water. Oh my gosh. I'm getting good. I'm getting good. Maybe from Overwatch. No. No one plays Overwatch, my guy. Childford, she calls you calm. Yeah, but you know, you don't have to be British to call me a calm. Sleepy is 12 and a half, okay? I forever believe he's 12 and a half. So that's why I call him child. What is a casserole? Or, in this context, why does it matter if I have a casserole? I'm not making casserole. What do you mean like a casserole pan? That is a casserole. I have a casserole pan. You're 12 months old? I was just riding the bus with people having a conversation where they were talking about how when you're in court, they don't call you how old you are by the amount of years you've been alive. They go by months. And they were arguing like, I'm 500 months old. I'm 3,000 months old. I'm like, hot damn. Look, I've never gone to court and been like saying how many months old I was, but I didn't know that was a real thing. And they were just yelling at each other like, you gotta be like 500 months to be tried as an adult. I'm like, what is going on here? 216 months? I think that's enough to be trialed as an adult in America. I don't know if that's true or not, but it could be. Sleepy, okay, when we were at the con and everything, a lot of people were saying he was in cosplay as your average salary man from average Japanese salary man. We kept calling him that. He's definitely a little bit older. Just a smidgen. How long I gotta keep this in here, actually? $30 minutes? Wait, what? Water, cook the lid. I'm gonna put it in there for an hour and 10 minutes. That works. Black skinny jeans. He does definitely look like a average salary man. Look, you guys, okay, I've seen a lot of like fashion videos where it's saying skinny jeans are out of style. I'm not gonna lie, I did own a couple pair of skinny jeans. I never liked the fad of skinny jeans, but I did own a couple pairs. We'll admit that. But it's just with the times. I think nowadays people like wide angled pants and whatnot, but I don't follow trends like that, so I don't know what to say. But you're right though. All right, you need to chill on the vodka seltzers a little bit because you got to make it to your folklore dance. You got to be able to at least dance. But I 100% agree with you though. Skinny jeans are definitely uncomfortable. Like, I understand the struggle of a women's sometimes because they like have no pocket space, but they literally don't have pockets in a lot of like women's clothes, which I don't understand. I guess because they hold purses sometimes, but like as a women's, you don't get pockets. And then as a man with skinny jeans on, you barely got pockets. I don't think it's not comfortable, at least. You can use like the pockets in skinny jeans, but it ain't gonna be comfortable. But I understand the struggle if I'm wearing skinny jeans like that. Alright. Let's get on these patatas. Tortilla de patatas. Peel and rinse patatas. Done. Thinly slice them. Do I gotta thinly spice them? Spice them, slice them? Oh. I'll drink another beer in a bit, but that's one thing I should get. Maybe like a mandolin. I have like a cheese grater blender thing, which is kind of cool, but I don't have a mandolin. I guess it's supposed to be thin slices. I've watched like a couple separate videos. One of them tells me how to make them into squares. This one is telling me to make it into slices. We'll go with the slices. Tell me about the fight you about to get in. A fight you got into. I've gotten to not a lot of fights as a kid. I've gotten to a few fights as a kid. Okay, what story would you like to hear? I think I can remember maybe 3. I'll give you a couple of options. You want a story about gang violence, childhood bullying, or the fact that I have a very runny mouth? I give you the option for the stories. I got a story for each scenario. Oh, that's a good story too. Chris Nicholas tried to punch me in the mouth and she hurt herself. Yeah, when I had braces growing up, it was kind of funny because it didn't hurt, but it probably hurt her. Yeah, that was a good time. That was good times. Good times. Good times. I think I was like 20, 21, 22, something like that. Very young age. You want gang violence? I can tell you about gang violence. It's nothing crazy though. Most of the time, I mean, growing up in the 90s, you know, back then gangs were like very affluent or like very prevalent in the world or whatnot. But when you also grow up in a neighborhood that had a lot of gang violence or gang activity. Not gang violence. Oh, shoot. Drop potato. In the night. Shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Because I feel like, at least back in the day, it makes a little bit more sense why you would be in a gang, you know. Nowadays, gangbangers just don't make any sense whatsoever. Back in the days, they make a little bit sense, especially if you're coming from like a minority and whatnot. But I literally stayed a couple blocks away from a very well-known area of a lot of gang violence, especially because if you know anything about the Vietnam War, also known as like the secret war to some people, if you know anything about that, there's a lot of bad blood between the people of Laos and the people of Hmong. So anytime I would enter that kind of area, I would always have some kind of altercation, we would call it. But I will remember one time where me and my cousins were just playing some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? Just playing some Yu-Gi-Oh cards with a young fella that is, of Hmong descent. Me and my cousins, we are of the Laos peoples, we the young Laos people. So there was already some animosities, right? Very, very strong animosities. I wasn't even playing. It was my cousin playing Yu-Gi-Oh with this young gentleman. But it got heated. I don't know. They were claiming each other were cheating. My cousin won and whatnot. And I don't know why they were yelling at each other. But it got quite a bit heated. So him and my cousin decided to get into a fist fight. I was like, cool, we try to stop it. And then we come back to the crib. Mind you, this is all over a freaking card game, a Yu-Gi-Oh card game and whatnot. But we're just chilling. We're still chilling. Me and my cousin were still outside chilling, having fun, playing at the little park. These mother suckers come back with like 50 people. 50 people literally chasing me, my cousin, all around the neighborhood. That's how they do. Just because they get their butts whooped one time, they got to bring the whole freaking army. Nope, not Pogs, not Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! It was out there on Cherry. It was a good time. I will remember these for years to come because of it, though. So I still don't hold no animosity against the Hmong people for that, but it is what it is. It's crazy that gang violence transcends a simple Yu-Gi-Oh card game, man. I don't get it. We just out here trying to play some Yu-Gi-Oh. But like I said, back in the day, I understand why people like gangbanged and stuff. They want to be a part of family. They want to have backup. Like that situation. I feel bad who whooped him. And then he went and got like 1 billion people. And, it just happens. If he didn't have a gang or whatever, like, maybe he wouldn't have had that backup. There's a group of people that's been terrorizing my town. Not trying to be racist. They are valiant. Attacked me and your brother. Woo! We asked one of the guys if he punched a friend of mine. 5 days later, the manager attacked me. Bro, it sounds like you get into a lot of fights, bro. I personally try to avoid fights. I try to de-escalate escalations where I can. It doesn't always work, especially when it comes to when there's alcohol involved. But dang, bro, I can understand that though. Like I said, like it's part of like not gangs because that's like that's not really all gang stuff. You guys are, they're just trying to defend themselves too. I don't know why you had to go up there and ask them if you punched them. Why was there a fight to begin with? Yeah, you should have started there. Why were you guys going around asking if somebody punched your friend? That you didn't even explain that part yet. So I can understand why they got a little apprehensive and aggressive. Sprinkle salt and then add sliced potatoes, hot olive oil. Why were you guys walking around trying to figure out why people were fighting in the first place? That's what I'm trying to get at. Oh, I gotta cut these onions. Bro, you seem like a violent person now that I'm thinking about it. Because your friend said he punched him and I was mad, so I asked why and he denied it. Why did your friend get punched in the first place, though? In what scenario where your friend is getting punched and you have to come defend him by asking who punched him? I don't understand. I don't understand. And then hearing that you got into a fight the other day too, I feel like you just might be a violent person. It's not good for your health, man. Not good for your health. Onions. That's what I was gonna put. That's what I'd make. Or cut. Violence is not the answer, man. It's never the answer. Oh, okay. The guy that was bullying. The guy who was hit him was bullying him. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can respect that. That's why one of my stories of violence is with a bully. Understandable. Understandable. It's fair. That's fair. See, I needed contacts. Did not have the full contacts. Okay. But I get it. I think Albanians are also very known to be very close. Close-knit. Very similar to how Hmong people kind of are, which is why they came back with 50 people to try to jump 2 people, Obviously, I'm over-exaggerating a little bit. Maybe it was like 20. But it was a lot of them chasing us around the blocks. Weren't able to catch up to us, though. Too quick. It's not racist to say those kind of things, though, right? Because I feel like that's kind of just the way it is. Glad you stuck up for your buddy, though. Way to stick up for your buddy. Should have explained why you guys were in a fight yesterday, though. Or not yesterday, the other day. I gotta cook these patatas. I cleaned my nice stainless steel pan. Super clean. It's almost brand new. I've had it for like 4 years. Another reason why I'm using stainless steel from now on. A police officer got involved in the restaurant? That's correct. Did you guys get in trouble for that? Because they probably had like more people there. That actually does happen a lot where they take the story of the people that have more people there just because that's the easiest thing to do rather than try to figure out the actual truth. That's tough, man. Sorry to hear that, man. Oh, the people at the restaurant was legit. Okay, look, you got lucky there. You got lucky. That's good to hear. Justice prevails sometimes. I think I cut too many potatoes. But you seem to get in fights a wee bit too often, my dude. Wee bit. Are you like the sharks? I don't know. Have you seen West Side Story? I might be aging myself again. West Side Story is a story of, it's a romance kind of story, but they have gang members in it. You were part of the sharks or something, dude? This guy. Please tell me that's for frying, not baking. It's in a sauteing pan. What do you think? What do you think? It's definitely for frying, though. It's going to be used for these patatas. It says I need it to fry them. And it needs to cover it. So it's like a shallow fry, shallow fry. The alcohol is getting to me and my R's are becoming L's. If you know anything about Asian tongue, we don't actually have like a R sound for the most part. So that's why it's very difficult to pronounce the R sound. So instead of fry, you'll hear us say fly. So sometimes my Asian definitely comes out. You only fight people who are dicks. Okay. Violence is never the answer, though, okay? Never the answer. Never. Beat the room temperature eggs in a large bowl until combined. Add salt. All right. I guess, I mean, I don't need to beat the eggs right now, I guess, but wait for these. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not going to be mad at you for putting it that way. You are correct. Violence is not the answer unless you kind of right. You kind of right. I'll give you that one. Give you that one. But it seems to be the answer for you more often than not. Okay? More often than it needs to be, at least. What was the phrase you said a couple days ago? 6'3" sideways or something like that? Oh my gosh, that caught me off guard. I didn't really know what you were saying. I really thought you just whooped some tall dude. That was funny though. That was a good one. That was a real good one. That was a unique. We are not talking about that. I'm just saying that you brought that up on top of, you know, you wanting a story of violence, and then you speak about an incident of more violence. So you just seem like you may be a little hot-blooded. A smidgen of a hot-blooded person. Just a smidgen. Or someone who likes to be involved in violence. I think that's hot enough. We will throw... Sounds crispy. You don't get in fights every week. That I bet is 2 years. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. You know, I'm just saying That Albanian incident was 2 years ago. But then the incident with your 6'3" sideways opponent, that wasn't that long ago, right? And how many incidents in between those is the real question, you know? Okay, maybe this is a good amount of potatoes. Because it's supposed to be like this whole tray. It's going to be like one giant patty almost like. Is it going to fit all of this? In between one more. Okay, that's not that bad. Not that bad. People don't get in fights that often. Had me thinking you was a little hoodlum. Stay away from violence, kids. It's never the answer. Unless yeah, I haven't actually gotten any fights as a grown adult, at least that I can remember. All the fights I've ever gotten in have been like 24 and younger. After that, I became a changed person. I'm also a small guy. Though people do like to start stuff with me, it's not, it's annoying, Some people say I have short man syndrome, or like a Napoleon complex sometimes. I say they're jerks and they're lying. I'm just a loud person when I'm drunk. My decibel level goes up like 40% when I have alcohol in me. Shush, you be. Shush. I'm not that loud, okay? But my alcohol level of drunkenness, you can tell how drunk I am by how loud I'm speaking. At least it's like there's a good measurable way, right? A lot of people don't have, like those batteries where you like hold two sides of it and tells you how much power is left. I'm kind of like that, but the value of the way I speak is the level of drunkenness I am. Your octaves obnoxious? Whoa! Why'd you have to say it like that word? I don't think it's obnoxious. I think it's loud, but I don't think it's that loud, okay? I think it's more obvious in other people, not gonna point elbows or anything like that, but I think it's a little more obvious there. Hey, Nina, what's good? Ain't seen you in a hot minute. Thank you, Nina. Appreciate you for the subby ubbies. What is good with you? All right, Half, get some rest. I appreciate ya. Don't get into any more fights as you're gone. It's a funny way to gauge my drunkenness. I think it's like the best way. Because some people, you'll see them, and all of a sudden they're extra drunk. You know what I mean? I don't know. They'll have like one or two beers, and you can't tell when they got drunk. At least with me, there's a progressive level of drunkenness. I go from quiet to a little bit more friendly, a little bit higher. Then it comes to like, I'm speaking a little loud, right? You can hear me from maybe like across the room. right? And then you can hear me from across the house. That's when you know I'm messed up. At least you can tell. Your kitchen is small. My kitchen is much smaller. I am in a new apartment. I like it here much, much more, but kitchen is much smaller. Easier to clean. I didn't clean it this week, but much easier to clean. You and Chris conversation, bro. We'll be sitting next to each other, trying to whisper. Yup. That whisper, we just spitting at each other at that point. You're not wrong though. I don't know why, but when I get a wee bit inebriated, I can't control the volume of my voice. Like, I know I'm drunk, I know I'm messed up, but I just can't control the volume of my voice. It just feels like no one could hear me. And maybe that's part of like being a little bit of an invert. What's the word? Like, what's it's in some introvert. That's the word. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Being like an introvert where you don't really speak much normally. So your voice is a little bit quiet. And then like when you actually have things to say and you're drunk and stuff, you keep everything inside beforehand. It all just comes out and you just feel like no one hears you when you're an introvert. So you just be a little bit louder. That's what I'm going to go with. I feel like that's true. I can see that, like, Christiculus is probably in the same boat. You know what I mean? We don't really talk much until we get a little drunk. You know what I mean? And then we just can't stop talking after that. Yeah, I had to. So my grandma passed away, which is actually it's kind of sad. My grandma and my aunt passed away in May, and they didn't really have the people to board. I mean, I was willing to no matter what, but like I'm not blood, and she got 12 kids, so that means 12 nieces and nephews. Well, 12 sons and daughters who have sons and daughters that could do it, and they want them to do it because it's for their grandma and their mother and whatnot. But I wasn't supposed to, but then I still ended up doing it, which, you know, I'm happy because it made my mama happy, you know me? Because Huck, my brother, who's actually blood, didn't want to do it. He was afraid. His excuse for not voting was he was afraid his hair wasn't going to grow back. Like, I get it. I guess I do get it. His hairline is a little thin. His hair is a little thin. So I can kind of understand it, but I get it. It's like I grew my hair for 6+ years. Okay, my hair was literally to the back, the bottom of my back. Cut hair, barely a couple inches off the top of his head. Yes, it was thinning though, so I feel bad. Yeah, his hair was definitely thinning. But my mom was a little upset that he wasn't gonna do it, so I ended up doing it anyways. But I did need that cut. You're not wrong. I'm not cutting this for a few years. You know what I'm saying? I got my hair cut back in Wisconsin. It cost me $60 for the most basic cut. And that was before tip. I'm good at cutting my hair for a long time. It can be kind of trash. I'm gonna just let it grow. It's just hair. I don't need it. I mean, I don't think it's that important to have neatly trimmed hair on my head, at least. It's too expensive. Can't afford it no more. But I might have to board again, which is, I guess, is kind of fine at the moment because my hair's not that long yet. But my aunt actually just passed a couple of days ago. I don't know when her hundi or anything like that is, but I'm gonna have to travel. I don't know where they're gonna have it either. They're gonna have it in like Minnesota or Iowa. I have no idea what the plan is. They haven't really told anybody. Her name was Pawn too, so I gotta go there for my aunt Izzo, whatnot, with the same name. But with like the shutdown and the stuff that's going on with the airport, I don't know if I'll be able to make it like that. I have to see how bad it gets. Because I've seen stories where flights are getting canceled. TSA lines at the airport are like out the wazoo, especially here in Vegas, because a lot of travel that comes around here. And they're not able to actually, like, a lot of their flights get delayed and stuff. So, I don't know. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's been actually a really tough year for all of that stuff. Granted, we getting older out here, so you kind of expect it, but my aunts were not that old. Not that much older than me at that, It's kind of crazy to see that kind of stuff happening. Though my grandma was, and she lived a good life. And, sad to see her go, but kind of expected it at that point. She was like 92, I think it was. That's an old person, especially coming from Laos like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to find some, not time, but find some tickets to fly out to Iowa or Minnesota, depending on where they have it. So I have no idea. They haven't told me specifically where it's going to be at just yet. But it's already freaking November. And my hair, I cut my hair back in like May. And I already had to get cut. My hair grows fast. So I'm never scared of my hair ever growing back. My dad had hair up until his 70s still. Even then, his hair was growing out. It barely grayed. Still by now? Yep. I literally moved across the street from where I was staying at, which I'm kind of happy for. I like that I still live very, very close to everything that I like, everything that I need. So it's been a good time. Also, they're opening up like, it's not going to be open until like 2027 is what I saw. But they're opening up another like really big shopping center across the street where there's like an empty lot currently. So that's sick. I don't know if I'm still gonna be here in 2027 because I saw Mamdani win his election in New York. So I am kind of like thinking about New York. I'm thinking about New York. But I also looked up some prices on New York studios. And I'm going to say it's not cheap. Like a studio in New York is already like $2K for a freaking bedroom. Not even like a studio apartment. It's a shared bedroom at a place. I don't know if I can spend $2K just for a bedroom, not a house, like a shared freaking bedroom. I've never lived in that kind of situation, so I don't know what it's like, but I feel like having roommates would kind of suck. I don't think I can do that. But I do want to move to New York. I do. I think New York is a cool place. Don't need a car. Don't need to like worry about food, any type of food that I want. Good food there, good people. Like that's what Chris Nicholas was saying too. Like New York, she'll come visit, which is cool. But I feel like Vegas is like a big place that people do come to visit a lot too. And I do appreciate it when people come visit. Like people visit like once a month. Like next month, my sister and mom are coming to visit me. It's nice to have people visit. Like when I lived in Austin, ain't nobody come visit me because who's coming to visit Austin? To be real. So it's cool being in the area where people come visit. Get to see family here and there if I'm not going to visit them, you know? As a matter of fact, I actually might go down to Tejas sometime next year. I'm thinking about doing like a world tour down in Tejas. Like go down to Dallas for a day or so. And then go to Austin to visit my cousin. And then in Houston, there's a convention that I plan on going to. So thinking about doing like a whole Tejas world tour around July 4th next year. We'll see how the logistics go though. Because I know that it's like for a bus from Dallas to Austin is like $30 at most. And that's only like 3 hours. And then a bus from Austin to Houston is only like $3 as well. So I have to figure out the logistics of all the stuff. But I might be doing a nice little world tour next year just for that. I feel like it'd be a little fun. But New York does seem like a very good place to live. At least for someone like me who enjoys not having your car, having good food everywhere, and multicultural, good culture, having events around all the time, things to do. It just seems like it checks all the boxes. Checks all the boxes. World tour in New York. Hey, next, when I go visit to like find an apartment, to tour like an apartment and whatnot, I'll be down. Last time I was in New York, I had a crazy good time. That was almost like 10 years ago though. It was fantastic. Like, I went by myself. My sister lived there, but she didn't want to go out and do anything. But it was my first time. Actually, it might have been like one of my first times I've ever done any kind of traveling in general, like actual traveling. It was when I was like 18 or 19. Oh my gosh, the brain rot. Yeah, it was like one of my first times that I'd ever really left like Wisconsin since I've been there. I'd never really like went to anything, never left the state. I guess I did go to like Minnesota and Iowa, if you really want to count those things. I really don't. But it's been over like 20 years, I think, since I've been to, not 20, I guess it's been like 15 or 16 years since I went out to New York. But my first experience being in New York was great. My sister, she didn't want to go out with me whatsoever. So it was just me going out to explore the city by myself and being able to without a car. Like, it was dope. I don't even remember where I went. I guess I did go to Times Square just to say that I gone to Times Square before. But, you know, I think this was like close to New Year's time, or it was around New Year's. It was in like December. Don't quite remember if it was like during New Year's and Christmas, but it was around that area. But it was great. Like, I didn't realize how big one block of New York actually is. That's when I first like experienced it. They were like, yeah, go down First Street, whatever, for 30 minutes to 2nd Street. I was like, all right, I can walk that. I can walk that. That's nothing. That's one block, literally one block, right? And it said 30 minutes. Or it might have been like an hour, to be honest with you. But I was like, okay, bet. Did that walk? They was not lying. It is not your average block whatsoever. But it was dope. Because, like, I guess my sister lived in a pretty, like, the south side of Milwaukee almost kind of thing. Like in a Mexican neighborhood where they had, like, tamales on every block. It was pretty dope. Plus, like, the food there, I just stopped at some random places. Well, my sister took me to, like, sushi spot, but, Korean barbecue and sushi. I don't eat that kind of stuff too often. Not a huge fan. But took me to those places, and it was fire. Granted, it was really difficult to find, like, seating everywhere. It was definitely very crowded. So I can understand people who like claustrophobia and things of that nature. But having like big malls and just some random things, you walk down the street, stuff is happening. It was definitely a sight to behold. I don't think I went to that one park, Central Park. I did not go to Central Park. I'm sure Central Park's cool and whatnot, but I didn't go to it. I mostly go travel for food. It's all about the food. If they got some good food, I will head that direction. Like my my brother-in-law who's visiting next month, they like my sister and him own a condo, and they kind of want me to move back to rent the condo because they trying to find like a new house. They're moving back in with their parents to save some money and then like rent out their condo, and they want me to come rent it out. I'm like Hawaii's cool. Don't get me wrong, Hawaii is fantastic to visit. To visit. Keyword visit. I don't know about living there. Living there is a different story. The amount of food, the good food that they kind of have, the options are very limited. So I don't know. I don't think I can live there. I really don't. Hawaii's cool, but living there is a different story. Though they did just complete their tram, well, another section of it. It doesn't go all the way to downtown just yet, but they just completed another part that goes, I think, to Aloha Stadium, which is kind of close to downtown, not quite there just yet. But whenever I visit, that would help me a ton, because my mother lives on the opposite side of the frickin' island. And sometimes, even though it's not like super duper far, normally it's a, I want to say 30-minute drive on the freeway to go from the east side to the west side of the island. It's most of the time like an hour plus because of how bad the traffic is. They literally have only one freeway to get from one side to the other side of the island. So it's really, really, really hard to get through. But now that they got that tram that goes from the east side to the west side, it makes it so much easier. Plus, I don't have to drive because driving sucks. It really does. How many eggs do I need for this? Patatas. Eggs. It doesn't say how many eggs. Be room temperature. How many room temperature eggs? It doesn't say how many. I'm gonna do 6. Because I feel like that should at least cover the patatas. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm not as young and spry as I used to be, and I still have aspirations of moving around and find places that I would like to live, at least for a little bit. Vegas kind of checks a decent amount of boxes, especially right now that I'm starting to get into like events and things that are happening around here. Like getting into hobbies and seeing people and things of that nature. Maybe I can find me a nice nerdy whammons here and there, though even though the event too yesterday literally had like 30 plus stanky dudes who need to wear deodorant. And one girl who I'm not gonna say sound very, very superficial, but she wasn't the cutest. I don't know her personality, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just other events that I go to and whatnot. But I'm definitely trying to be more involved with the community. I also go to the like once a week because I'm trying to save some money a little bit, even though I've been kind of loosey goosey with my wallet nowadays. Oh, I actually have free rent next month. Ain't gotta pay a penny of rent next month. Well, I got fees. I gotta pay like garbage fees, internet fee, like that. But outside of that, I got free rent. So I've been using that money to freaking buy freaking cards. Which bad choices, I tell you that. What's going on, Luna? How has it been? I'm glad you starting to embrace the whole like cooking thing. Long time. Well, I'm in your streams a lot. Like I was in there this morning and whatnot. I learned a lot. I can't participate all the time. I see you kind of often. I'm always in there here and there. Glad you're doing well. We're making tortillas de patatas. I love me some tatas, so we're making some potatoes de patatas. Only 'cause of you. No. Look, you do your thing. You cannot say because of me. Okay? I'm glad you're doing good. It's good. It's a good time. It's fun, and you get the peoples in there. It's actually like surprisingly you meet a lot of like people, especially people who are very passionate about a certain type of cooking and whatnot. It's really fun too. It's super fun. I think it's much better than gaming content. Like gaming content is cool. I like playing games, but so far I think I'm done with the whole just straight up gaming. Gaming's alright. Though Numu is really trying to get me to play what is that? Dual Night Zenless something, some booba gotcha game. People always calling you out. Look, you do what you gotta do sometimes. There are people who are very passionate about their foods. Okay? If you don't make it the specific way that is not perfect, they don't let you know, which is fine. You know what I mean? You gotta just have thick skin and be fun. That is the one. I'm trying to avoid it because I'm not trying to get sucked into another gotcha game. I hate gotcha games, okay? I don't hate them, but I have like a very addictive personality, Like I get very addicted to things. Like actually right now I've been trying to play a new TCG. I'm starting to get into Riftbound, which is the what do you call it? The card game for League. I don't even like League like that. But it's a new card game, easy to get into. It's really fun to play. But I've been going to, like yesterday I went to like a local event and it was really fun. And now I just bought 2 booster packs just to play. I have a very addictive, it's in my blood. I'm glad I don't like freaking playing at the casino because if I did, I would be very addicted to it. Addicted to Peni. Hey. I'm literally attached to a Peni. So I kind of had no choice there. Okay, buddy? Zero choice. I got to. What's good, Mick? What you been on though? I heard it's snowing out there in Wisconsin. It's November, so I guess it makes a little bit of sense, but it looked kind of deep. It was like 6 inches or something like that. That's kind of crazy. You bought 2 boasters to enjoy pinus. I bought a box, which has 24 boasters. Okay, buddy? Get it right before you get left. Buddy. Huh? Oh. Well, thank you for having me on to enjoy your dumps. Appreciate it. Thank you. Nah, the Rift Bomb cards, I actually just bought a pack. I've been ripping a couple of them the past couple streams. I bought which I kind of regret. I kind of regret buying the One Piece because I thought maybe I would enjoy that a little bit versus the Rift Bound one, but I found the Rift Bound one is really fun, so I bought a whole another pack today. Spent 2 hours traveling just to get another pack, and I'll probably rip them later on today. Flan is a dessert. I'm making 2 dishes. I'm making Tortilla de Patatas and then Flan or Flan. Flan is in the oven right now. I should check on it. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit more time. Just a smidgen more time. It's almost done. Melvin says it's 30 minutes. But this one is Tortilla de Patatas. This kind of omelet thing. Usually, well, you could put cheese in it, which I should have done, but I'm trying to keep it OG original as much as I can. MKE was lucky. Ain't no way. Racine is not even that far. And you guys can get any? Bruh, this is why we don't do snow. This is why we live in Vegas. Can't do snow. Never would have been able to imagine that ever again. If I had to deal with snow again, bro, I went back Wisconsin last month and I had to deal with that stuff already. Yeah, I'm good on that. No more snow, please. Oh, it's sticking. Did I not put enough oil in here for it to not to stick? Uh-oh. This is going to be very, very difficult to flip. I will attempt it though. I'm going to put a lid on it so it cooks at least the top a little bit so when I flip it, it doesn't go all over the gosh darn place. Bang, bang. That's why you're looking for a drug dealer gigs? Hey, you right. And we don't call them drug dealers around here, okay? We call them street pharmacists, okay? You can put that on a resume. Many years of experience of street pharmacy. Can't really put drug dealer on a resume, my dude. You gotta make it sound a little bit more professional than that, bud. Bro, this peaches and cream beer, initially it tastes like a Blue Moon, which I like, but then it has the cream taste aftertaste. It's so bad. I only got it because it was an arm reach away from the register. All right, I need a plate that is big enough to flip this thing. Ah, it's hot. Oh, ouch. Okay. But this is big enough. Okay. It's not going to be pretty. Because this stuck more than I wanted to. Even though I put like a crap to the oil, it's supposed to be, you know, non-sticky, but it's sticking. All right, I gotta pee though. Let me go take a piss for a back. I'll be right back.
He's gonna ruin it. He's gonna ruin it.
Be right back.
2%.
Come on. Still have art.
I got 720. I don't see this way. 1%.
Are we gonna do it?
Kill the mojo. I'm sad.
Release.
Let's
Hell
go.
Yeah, let's go.
Shit.
Yeah, not really.
Oh my god.
Oh. Green.
Not again. What's that sound? What is that sound I'm hearing? That's kind of scary. What the heck? I was hearing like a pop.
Moses. He has the hair. Did he lose all his melanonia?
Yeah, the dog did hit him. It sounded like something was like actually
Melatonin.
happening. Okay.
Melanin. Not melatonin. That's the one that
All right.
makes you sleep, right?
Let's see.
Sleep meds.
Am I able to flip this thing?
So it's melanin.
I'm gonna
Know it, baby.
try.
That's all. Dad, bod, build. Like that's my type. That's my type. That thank you. Appreciate you. Ooh, more meat.
Some of it flipped.
Hey, how's it going?
Some of it flipped. I definitely should have put a lot more oil.
Awkward, but thank you.
Okay, it's not super duper pretty.
That's what you doing? Oh my god.
It definitely could have used a crazy ton more oil. I will add more oil this time.
Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Double kill. Every single time it's a
Excuse
double
me?
kill. Every time, baby. Every time. Woo!
I at least want like this side to cook all the way through and look a little bit pretty, because then I can hide the blemishes of the other side. But we'll see how that goes. How's the flan looking? Okay, I can't tell, because when you make flan, you can't tell
baby.
if the top
Fucking
part
did
of
it.
it is gonna be
What
okay
phase
or
two?
not, because of the way like it's inside the mold. Granted, I don't have mold. I'm using cupcake.
Who needs a phase
pan.
2, bro? Who
And I'm
needs a
hoping,
phase
because like
2?
I didn't want to put it in like an actual big pan, because I feel like the cupcakes is just easier to store and it looks prettier. So that's what I was going with. All right, let's slide this back in. Hopefully it doesn't stick. And then when I flip it over one more time, it looks pretty.
Good. Nice and creamy, actually. Not super dry.
The flan is looking pretty good though. I'm hoping, at least.
Smash move.
I thought this was gonna be like very simple to make, but like there's some technique to it. Way too much technique for my liking. It's like the ingredients are like 5 ingredients. What am I supposed to do with 5 ingredients? What am I looking for here?
Taunted.
They make it look so good. The way that, like, I guess if you're using, I should have used a nonstick for this. I do have a nonstick for this, but I didn't use it.
Woo!
I could have.
There's a second ladder.
This side is gonna be
Oh yeah, behind the water problem. Okay. I don't think you're
not very pretty.
In your little junior.
Usually when you cook eggs, you don't want to overcook it.
I think there's a thing
So
called
like
mass
you take it
separator
out
that
earlier
separates the two.
so that
One
it
comes from
doesn't
the bladder, one comes from your testicles. I think that's how it works. I'm not
overcook?
A doctor, though. You're a doctor, so you gotta hit it.
but in this case, I feel like it needs to be a tortilla. It's supposed to be a tortilla, quote unquote. So
Let's see what's going on.
I
Okay.
didn't take it out. We'll see. It's all right.
You just keep dodging just out of range.
This flan, I can't tell if it's cooked or not. I'll give it like 20 more minutes on that one. Oops.
I killed him before he faced.
Yeah, like this side, it's not like sticking. I should have put cheese in it though. Oh, is it BRB stream? Shoot. Thank you, Numu. Appreciate you. I'm sorry. I heard like some popping going on. So I was a little bit scared. So I forgot to take it off to be a bit stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's good with you though, bro? Appreciate it. I downloaded the, what is that, Door Night, what does have her now? What does that mean? What? Diabla? Is that who you got now? I downloaded the game when I was on the toilet. Tear my eye, but I was on the toilet. I was like, they wanted me to play this. Apparently, it is console, crossplay. It's cross-playable. That's the word, right? I downloaded it. Hellfire is yours. Oh my gosh. I downloaded it. Okay? I downloaded it. I tried to watch the intro and all that stuff. The furthest I got was not even the first thing. Hi Moo Yo. Get this guy. I don't know. This guy needs to go somewhere. This guy needs to go somewhere. These eggs might be getting overcooked, so I'm gonna turn this off and drain the oil and then flip it. That's the first. Technically, it's not the first because he's the second. So technically not the first. But I downloaded the game just because you guys told me to. I will try to get through the tutorial and see how much I like it. The art, at least on mobile. I haven't downloaded it on Steam or anything like that, but if it's anywhere... Oh! Ouch. I have oil everywhere. It's okay. I didn't clean last week. So, cleaning this week, it was a goal of mine. So, you know, it's alright. It's just a lot of oil. That's a lot of oil, though. In the words of the Spaniards, Garbaggio. Is that Spanish? I don't know if that's Spanish. It's basura. La basura. I speak Spanish, my guy. I speak Spanish. It's basura. Get it right. This guy don't even know how to speak Spanish. Wait, I don't know if you took Spanish or French at Riverside, but get it right. La basura. Nah. Yeah. Luckily, it was mostly the oil, and it got saved, and it actually looks pretty good. Granted, I guess it could be a little bit darker. I like the darkness. If you guys couldn't tell, I like the little bit darkness with it. But it's eggs, so you don't want to overcook eggs, because if you overcook the eggs, they don't taste as good. But, you know, now I have oily floor that I need to clean. I'll just throw. This man's finished Spanish twice. And it's kind of obvious why you failed twice. This man didn't even know the word for garbage. I'm going to just throw this towel down because I won't be stepping in oil everywhere. Good enough. Halfway there. We halfway there. I do like my dark skin women's, bro. Okay? You can't be too, what's a good word without sounding offensive? Too snow-touched. You gotta be a little sun-kissed. You know? If you over there looking like snow, you know? Ooh. Granted, freerin is literally the word for freeze. But that's why I'm not attracted to her. I just think she's a cool person. Yeah, there's oil everywhere. It's alright, I'll clean it up. Alright, we got tortillas de patata. It's not super pretty as the other ones are, but it's not bad. Your resub, what do you mean? Wait, is my OBS tripping or is it just... Yeah, my OBS is tripping. It's not you guys. Okay.
Josh.
Hey, there it is. Thank you, Numu. Thank you. Thank you for the subby wubbies. I appreciate it. Also, country. What country do you want on the wheel? I should actually spin this wheel too. I haven't spinned it yet. Haven't spinned it yet. I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, this, I can't tell. It is working, okay. You want louse on this wheel? Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't had some louse comfort food for a long time. So thank you. Enjoy your omelet burrito. Thank you. It's not an omelet, it's a tortilla. Get it right. Before you get left, it's a tortilla. Thank you. I will spin the wheel. What am I making? Dude, I got oil everywhere. Holy moly. I definitely have to clean after this. I was thinking about freaking pulling some more cards, but it's definitely cleaning time after this. Is it gonna land on Laos? Okay, it didn't. Hey, Japan again. Okay, I haven't done Japan in a few weeks. I'm down to do another Japan. What do I make for next week? Do I try to make like freaking ramen? Do I do like a 2-day stream where I start the broth the day before and then make ramen? That was your second choice. Shoot, well, that means you still got another one on the list. I like Japan, so I'm not complaining. And apparently a lot of freaking people, a lot of stankin' people who play card games enjoy Japan too. Bro, I can kind of see why women don't like playing like card games and stuff like that. Because I went to my first event yesterday for the new Riftbound card game, which I'm going to be playing competitively. I'm actually going to play because they got a regional event the end of this month. I'm going to join. It's like $100 to join. I don't care. I'm just going to join it just for funsies for the most part. I'll probably get eliminated first round, but I'm going to join. And I'm going to try to be competitive. I'm going to try to be at least. But I'm going to try to like actually decent at it. But I went to an event yesterday. There was one women's and 33-ish men. And like half of those men don't wear deodorant. I don't understand. Why is you not wearing deodorant? Why do you run around stinking like this? It makes no sense. Like, do you not smell yourself? It makes, I don't know what it is. But I can see why women do not want to come to these kind of events. Because there are guys who legit just don't smell good whatsoever. Like, you take care of yourself, man. I don't get it. It wasn't mouth breathers. It was just, they was stinking. The event itself was great. It was fun. Like, I lost to, they cheated me. Okay, they cheated me. What did you come back? What's going on, Luna? All right, for context, yesterday, I've been trying to get into, like, trading card games. I was debating between Riftbound, which is the new league game that has come out, trading card game, and One Piece, the One Piece trading card game. And I've been spending a lot of money on trying to make like a competitive deck and whatnot. And I think I'm going with Riftbound, which is the league equivalent. It's kind of, it's actually really fun. And I spent a couple, boxes. I bought a couple boxes of it. And it's been fun. And I went to my first event yesterday. And it was nothing but dudes and stanks. Like stanky people. Why are you so stinky coming out of these things? Like, why? Put on some deodorant. Do something. But it was fun though. It was still fun. Like the people who didn't stink, they were cool people. The hosts of the event were really cool, like the shop and everything like that. They were really cool. It was rigged, obviously, because I went against two people who work for the shop. And they were the two people who actually beat me. So they were jerks. I got one win. They gave me the worst deck out of the 3 that you can get. And I got murdered when I played them. I feel like they cheated. They cheated. But it was fun. I won an extra pack. I won one game. But it was nothing but stanky dudes and one girl. Granted, this is my first event I've been to, though. What you been spending it on? Look, I ain't got to pay rent next month. So I've been buying trading card games. I bought a One Piece box where I was like, maybe I want to play some One Piece TGG. I learned how to play the game, bought me a box. I actually got like half the deck that I needed to, but I don't know if I really like the way that the game plays. So I kind of spent money on that for no reason. And then get good, bro. Okay, it was an event where you get 3 random decks. Okay, you get 3 random decks. The deck I got was the worst deck by far. It was Jinx. There was Victor, Yi, and Jinx. And the Jinx deck is the worst deck out of all of them. And that's the one I got given. And I got murdered 2 out of 3. I faced another Jinx, did a comeback. Don't call it a comeback because I never left. But I won 1 game at least. You wanted to do Pokemon? Yeah, you're kind of right. But I don't like the gameplay of Pokemon, like winning points and things of that nature. I feel like it's a really outdated game. So also like you're behind a lot. So like, because if you haven't played when the release came out, like other people know how to play. People are less, what do you call it? Forgiving when you mess stuff up. Cause I messed up a lot. So when like playing Riftbound, which came out beginning of the month, like people are okay with you messing up, and they themselves don't like the rules and stuff like that. So I was more happy to get into that. So I'm trying. But yeah, card games are just very expensive. I bought 2 boxes, especially when scalping is a thing. It's not fun. Tell how much you spend per card. Okay, in the past week, okay. I will show. I bought this box this morning, because I need to finish my deck, because there are events on Thursday and Sundays. All right, I'm gonna see if I can stream them. I'll have to ask when the next time I go. Okay. But there's an upcoming event, obviously, on Thursday, so I'll bottom the pack to make my deck. My deck's not completely done. But, yeah, good thing Rain, dude. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The first pack on release, I bought a One Piece deck, or box, which is essentially this, which is kind of 24 booster packs for about $280. And I'm not even going to play that deck. You know the one if? The word one if you made, Numu? I'm not playing. I don't think I'm playing One Piece. I might eventually. I guess maybe there's a if. I might. Because I have like half the deck. Not a half, maybe like a quarter. But I have like a quarter of the deck. So I might play it. But it's a little bit... I'm going to see if I can make at least some of my money back. I'm going to go to the shops and sell them the single cards that I did pull to see if I can get some of that money back, at least. But the Riftbound, I'm playing Riftbound. I'm playing Riftbound, bro. I'm playing this for sure. I'm going every Thursday, maybe even Sundays, depending on how I feel.
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich stuffed.
Yes, you're right. I kind of regret it. Okay, I got pulled into the hype. I got sucked into the hype because it was a new set release, and the set itself is the most valuable set that has ever been released from One Piece. and I like One Piece, and they have a lot of booba characters in One Piece. Not saying that's what it really attracted to me. I'm just saying it's in One Piece is a recurring theme. Granted, I pulled 0 booba characters in One Piece. Just saying. But I'm gonna have to recoup my losses somehow. I know. But at least with these card packs, I actually can win stuff. Like, I actually can win, like, money and store credit sometimes. Like, yesterday, I spent some money. I won 1 game. You know what I got for winning 1 game? An extra booster pack. $4. Well, $10, technically. It's a $10 pack. Technically, I won $10. You know what I'm saying? I did win the prize. So, I can't be mad at it. Winning's winning. What'd I pull? Don't ask me that. Even the card shop guy who gave it to me was like, that's a pull, I guess. I'm not gonna lie to you, my pulls have been pure butts. I pulled a battleground. What's going on, Shior? How you doing, man? I'm crying my tears away with my pulls in these packs. Yeah, there's a battleground foil that I pulled at least 5 of them, which is probably the worst pulls you can possibly get. I already know my RNG is really, really bad, okay? So, I don't know why I keep trying to do RNG stuff. I just need to keep doing like skill-based stuff or things that are guaranteed. So, I might just straight up buy some of these singles at this point, okay? It's so bad. I am still, but I bought another pack today because I need to complete my deck. I need to at least get like 80% of a deck, and then I'll be able to compete a little bit. So I'm hoping I get it this time. I'm hoping. If not, I'm just gonna buy the rest of the singles. Call it a day. I don't have a problem, bro. I don't have a problem. There is a $20,000 tournament in Vegas at the end of November. $20,000 tournament. I'm going to it. Okay? I don't care what kind of deck I have, but I'm going to it. I'm probably gonna lose. It's $100 admission, but I'm going to it. All right, and we gonna see how well I do. All right. Also, this weekend, actually, I might not. Now that I think about it, this Friday, usually when I stream, I might not stream if they don't let me stream at the event. But there's a Pokemon regional VGC going on, and I'm just gonna go. I don't know if they'll allow me streaming. I don't even know what they do there. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I'm just gonna go walk around, have some fun, maybe buy some merch. Have some fun in there. Oh, trust. You're right. I'm totally gonna win. I'm straight up gonna win. Screw these guys. They ain't got nothing on me. I hope. No, but it's the Bulls too. You know how it is. Winning is subjective. Winning's subjective. Like when you say you're winning, sometimes the feeling of getting the pull and the ecstasy coming from pulling is enough to call it a win, right? I'm just saying, winning is subjective, okay? Very, very subjective. Trust. I completely understand what you're saying. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, hold up. All right, I'm going to give me a pretty one. Oh, that's good. Even just a taste. This flan, fire. Hold up. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now I just have to get it out of the little container without destroying it completely. Oh my gosh. Hold on. And then the juices. Oh. I messed this one up. But we got the flip. It was a little bit of fail, messing everything else up, but all right. It actually looks kind of freaking good. Hold on. How do I? This one? Yeah. Here is the Patatas. What's going on, Jay? What's good with you? Yes, sir. Your rice is done. Hey, you're not eating cake again, bro. This man, you're growing up. It's nice to see and hear, bro. Man is cooking. Actually eating real food. This is Patatas, Tortillas de Patatas, which is like an omelet with potatoes in it. And then I'm kind of proud of this one. I'm just saying. This kind of looks crazy. This flan, I didn't think I'd do this good of a job, but it's going crazy. See, this is what I was saying. They were complaining that I put it in a cupcake pan, but I think it makes it look way better being in a cupcake pan. Easier to store. Oh my god. All right. Didn't eat the honey bun first. This man. Look, dessert first. Any real person understands it's dessert first. Let me turn on some lights over here. You guys get to see my living room. I've been trying to make a good ambiance at the crib, just a little bit. Let me move. It'll be a second to get this back together. Give me one. He's gonna ruin it. He's gonna ruin it, isn't he?
2%.
2%. Come on. Come on.
Face upended.
I still have art.
I got fucking 20.
No, I don't.
You're honest, let's see, that's why. 1%.
Are we gonna do it?
Kill
Hell
the
yeah.
mojo, I'm sacking.
Release.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, do not really.
Oh my god. So close.
Good.
Wow.
Not again. Woo! Woo! Look how much health I have and look how much health he has. Whoop.
Moses. He has the hair. Did he lose all his melanonias as he got older? Melatonin. Melanin. Not melatonin. That's the one that makes you go to sleep, right? That's the sleep meds. So it's melanin.
There you go. Good enough. My bad. I didn't know. I didn't put everything together.
Bod filled like that's my type. That's my type. Love that shit.
Appreciate you. Is that it? Yeah. It's blurry, but good enough. Oh, let me grab a fork. Welcome to the crib. Welcome to the crib. My nice couch. I try to make it a little bit cozy, and I got plants. Look at my plants, bro. I'm growing some plants. There's thyme. There's a peace lily over there. Ain't nobody heard of peace lily of my knife, but I love me some peace. So I went ahead and bought me a peace lily. It's pretty. No, they're real. I water them every day. They're pretty, man. They're good plants. There's thyme, rosemary, basil, and what is the other one? Mint, and then a peace lily. Bro, I'm an adult. I've been adulting. I've been trying to learn to adult, bro. It's tough, but wait, why did it die? Oh, okay. Get this together a little bit. Okay, it's not cooperating. All right. All right, let me fix this real quick. At least trying to make it quick. There we go. Good enough. I got like oil everywhere. But we shall enjoy some patatas. Where are those spentins? Look, I've been working on it. I don't gotta freaking work or pay rent next month. So that's where we're at, okay? You wanna see where my money is gone? I still have my cards here. Here, plus here, plus here. This is what, since I don't have to freaking spend on rent next month, that's what I'm doing. All right, here's the patatas. That's good. Surprisingly, it's kind of like a what do you call it? Eau de gratin, but with eggs in it. I don't know if eau de gratin has eggs in it, but it's good. Where's your money going, bro? And please don't tell me Door Night Abyss pulls. Because you said you haven't spent a penny on it yet. So don't tell me it's going there. Please don't. You have not spent that much money in the past couple days. No. You said you have not spent money on it yet. You're the one who told me that. Oh my gosh. Okay, Battle Pass. I can understand Battle Pass. I can understand Battle Pass because Battle Passes are probably the best bang for a buck you can get for any gacha games. Or any game that you have to spend money on in general. Diable. See, the artwork just doesn't get me, bro. Maybe just me. I mean, everybody got their own preferences, right? But the artwork isn't something I'm like, wow about. It seems like a little bit flat. Not the characters themselves. But the artwork, you know what I mean? Like the grass, the background, some of the things they interact with. Some of them you can see is definitely CGI generated, like the swords and stuff in like the opening scene. It ain't for me, man. I love Kingdom Hearts. But you talking about Kingdom Hearts in early 2000s? If you're telling me to like a game with the same graphics of Kingdom Hearts that came out in early 2000s versus a game that came out a quarter century later, don't. No, that is not a comparison. That is not a good comparison, my dude. You're talking about a game that came out a quarter century ago. I'm not going to say 25 years ago, because 25 years make it seem a little bit smaller. But a quarter century. It's not. But if you're talking about a game that's based off of jiggle physics and the beauty of the characters, mostly, I'm not saying that's all it is, right? Because gameplay makes a huge part of that. But we're talking about a gacha game that's based off of collecting waifus and the graphics ain't good. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. I haven't got to the point to play the game yet. Like, actually playing. Okay. Not a true gacha. Still a gacha. You don't have to spend. Most gachas are like that. Okay? You don't have to spend on any gacha. You can be free to play the whole time. They will gate the amount of like freemium currencies you can get, which I think this game does not do. But the grind to get the freemium currency might as well be time gated. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you look at it. Depends. Other gacha games are also free to play. But the grind to get the freemium content is time gated. I don't play Warframe. Have not played it. The gunplay does not seem overly fantastic to me. Destiny gunplay is my favorite. But because we had a deal, right? The deal is you guys get into Riftbound so we can play tabletop one of these days, right? Because if you can play Riftbound on tabletop simulator without having to pay anything besides the game of tabletop simulator. The deal is you guys buy that and play some Riftbound with me so I can get some practice in. And then I will play Dual Abyss, I think it's called, right? Duet, Duet, DDA. I'll play some DDA with y'all. Oh, okay. Okay. I downloaded the game. It's really weird that I have to sign in with my Apple instead of being able to sign in with my Google. So I'm hoping the progress transfers over. Duet Night Abyss. I'm sorry. What did I say? I said DD. Hey. What did I said? I definitely said dual. I said dual. Look. I got 2 to 3 letters right. You can't knock me. That's pretty good. I'll be eating that for breakfast for the next couple days. I'm sorry. I'm not rage baiting. I'm not trying to rage bait, okay? I downloaded the game. I know what it's kind of called. I almost got the acronym right, okay? Almost got the acronym right. GG's. It's solid. And now we eat the flan. I swear, flan is a less fancy creme brulee. The ingredients are very, very similar. And the way that it's prepared, super similar. Only difference is like they don't fry the top off. Everything else is exactly the same. But I think it's going to be delicious. Maybe it's because I hate cold flan as a kid. I don't think cold flan is that good. But like a lukewarm flan kind of goes hard. Everyone on stream is guilty. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to rage bait. I'm really not. I'm actually trying to do the opposite. To show you the progress that I actually downloaded the game on my phone. Not on Steam yet. I haven't actually been out of my computer for a while. Besides for work, I haven't really been on my computer, so I will download it. I will download it. I'm not a liar. I keep my promises. Alright, here's my last bite, and then I'm gonna clean up and rip open up a few card packs. Because I need it. Don't play D&D. I'm not. Wait, not on Steam? Where am I supposed to... Is there like a separate client? We don't regret anything. Okay? No ragrats around here. Everything we do with purpose. Though I do regret buying those One Piece cards because I might not play that deck. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, there's a different download site. I didn't know that. I might as well just play on my phone then. Just gonna play on my phone. We'll see. All right, last bite, and then we'll go and rip some packs. They have the launcher. Okay. But I don't lie to you. I'm going to... It's wanky. You telling me I gotta download another sketchy launcher? Do I get to sue them like the Epic launcher? Oh my gosh. We're gonna go back into the times of like having a separate launcher for everything. I don't know if you saw the thing where Disney and YouTube are having a spat where they can't play NFL games anymore because Disney and YouTube are fighting. This is why I sail the high seas. This is why I watch One Piece. This is why the pirate life is for me. Okay? I have not paid for a subscription, like an actual subscription, for over 10 years. As long as you know how to, like, get around stuff. No, I don't even do Crunchyroll. Granted, the ease of Crunchyroll is nice. I actually have my jellyfin set up to automatically point me in the right direction of the newest anime that come out anyways. Sometimes it gets a little glitchy. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it will point me to the episodes of the Raw, so there's no subs. But I'd rather have to do that over. It gives me takes 10 minutes to find the right one. And the quality is still good and everything. I'm just saying, alright? I'm just saying. No, okay. I will live with not having to pay for subscriptions over sometimes it messing up once in a while. It doesn't really happen often, but it does happen. But I will sacrifice that. Any show, I haven't watched Arcane ever, but I have it now. If I wanted to watch it, I can watch it. I'm just saying. And I can watch it from this couch. Exactly. I'm just saying. If you set it up correctly, it's nice. Why haven't I seen Arcane? Because I just haven't seen it. I haven't watched a TV show in many years. That's what it is, honestly. I watch a lot of anime. I don't really watch TV shows. And Arcane fell into the group of it being a show. Which is crazy, because I legit just bought a box of Riftbound cards. And have a few more boxes before that. I am ashamed. A little bit embarrassed. But, I'm a little bit addicted. But I'll be playing some Riftbound. If you guys want to get into playing some Riftbound, holla at me. Oh, gosh darn it. Give me a second. Let me grab a new beer. Get to, oh my. This beer is so nasty, bro. It's peaches and cream. I like peaches, and the initial taste tastes like Blue Moon, and I like Blue Moons. But the aftertaste of cream is so bad. No, who doesn't play freaking fighting games? Those fighting games do got a lot of booba physics, and he loves those. That's for sure. Cheers! All right, that's half a can, right? I think that's good enough. All right. I am excited to pop these. I'll finish these tonight. I need you guys to get into Riftbound. If you're not going to buy the cards, at least learn how to play so I can play against you guys. I would appreciate that. so I can win some tournaments. Okay. Screw these duet day nights. Wait, duet night abyss. DNA. I'm gonna just call it DNA. Something like that. Okay. It is like a Hearthstone, but they don't have it. They don't have it online. There's no online client for it. You have to play it on like Tabletop Simulator or things like that at the moment. You download Tabletop Simulator if you don't have it already, and there's a mod for it. So you do that, and then to get like the decks you want to play and stuff like that, you just go to, I think it's like, I don't remember the site exactly. You go to a site, you build your deck, and you create the deck ID, GUID, whatever. You take that, then you punch it into the Tabletop Simulator, and that'll give you your the game. Because like, I don't know if you've ever played any Tabletop Simulator or ever played anything on Tabletop Simulator, but Tabletop Simulator is basically, you know, online version of any tabletop game you can possibly get. You're gonna firm, bro. You need to stop with the Randy. You do, yeah. Well, until Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel came out, that was probably the best way to play it online with your friends and stuff. But like, Riftbound doesn't have like an actual client. They're not going to, because they're gonna make too much money on the TCG, like they did off of me already, bro. I spent probably like $500 in 2 packs because they're not selling for retail. Nowhere is it selling for retail. So I just need to be able to play and practice, because like I said, there's a $20,000 event at the end of the month that I'm gonna join. I'm gonna try to join. All right. So I need some practice. I need you guys to get good and give me some playtime. I just need some playtime. I'm not good at card games like that, besides Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm decent at Yu-Gi-Oh! But if I win 20K, you know, I'm more than willing to send you guys, you know, a couple flowers for your, you know, benefits and your contributions to my wins. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You'll humor me? Thank you. I don't know how much Tabletop Simulator costs. I think it's like $5. Shouldn't cost that much, though. I just need a little bit of practice. And then, when I know how to play the game and know how to play my deck and stuff, I will play some DNA. I think that's the acronym, right? Duet Night Abyss. Close enough. I think that's correct. All right, bro. My floor is all oiled up because I have oil stains on my socks. So let me finish this beer. I didn't say it right? Damn. I'm sorry. Apologize. My bad. I tried. All right. I think I'm going to clean up, especially after I spilled all that oil everywhere. Put stuff away. And then rip some packs in my lonesome. Because I only got to work tomorrow, so it's going to be a good time trying to put my deck together. I appreciate y'all coming through. I don't know if I'm gonna stream on Friday. I'll see if I can. I do gotta clean myself. I have Oreo stains everywhere as well. Thank you for reminding me. I need to shower. Wait, what am I waiting for? I don't know if I'm gonna stream on Friday because I'm going to go to the Pokemon VGC regionals on Friday. I'm gonna see if I can get in with a camera. If I can't, that will suck. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put in some effort to do it. I don't know how interesting it is gonna be as a spectator. Maybe they'll have like a merchant hall. That would be kind of fun, but Friday's game day. Hey, I respect it. It's fine. I appreciate it. What am I waiting for, bro? But yeah, Friday, I'm definitely, I'll try. Where's Winds Meet? What does that mean? Is that like some code word or something? I might go see Wolfie. If you know who Wolfie is, he's a very he's probably the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh! Not Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon player of all time. Hey, welcome back. Okay, I was just gonna end, but I gotta show Benquito the amazing looking flan I made because he was hating on my technique. My technique. I got you. Give me a second. I'll be right back with it. I need some light though. Yeah, get at me. This flan looks fantastic, okay? Don't come at my technique. This flan, it goes crazy. All right? Hopefully your dance party was a good time. Hopefully it was a good time. You're not mad. What would you just do? Having neighbors at your school? Damn, that sucks. I'm sad. That's a $1 flan. But it looked pretty though. I like it like this versus just like a slice. Alright? Thank you though. Thank you. It did, I mean, I'll take $1 for that. I'm alright with it. You had to work. I'm sorry you had to work. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes, I made this. I made it. It took me a long time, but it is fantastic. You bought yourself a pizza. You could have made a flan and then showed me the flan. Okay? It's flan. Like, you can get it at the Mexican store and stuff. But it's basically like a Mexican creme brulee without the frying on top. It's freaking delicious. It's good as heck. You can buy it at a Mexican store. It's a Mexican version of it. It's good as heck though. Okay? But I slammed my beer already. I'm done. I crashed it. Thank you guys. I need to clean up because there's oils everywhere. I gotta clean off myself. I accidentally spilled my pan and it's a hot mess. So, thank you guys for showing up. It is like a milk jello. I'd say it's like a creme brulee. It tastes like creme brulee too. Bro, I'm just about to end. All right, I'll show you one more time. The plate is dirty because I just ate off of it. But thank you, Numu. It's still pretty. Look at it. Look. I put it in a cupcake pan, so it's nice and cute. Ignore the dirty plate itself, but I finished it. But it's pretty. Okay? Ignore the dirty plate. I didn't shotgun it. I two-lipped it. I don't know if you know what a two-lip is, but you drink it with two gulps. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just about to end. All right. Thank you. You're gonna, yeah. I apparently I was rage baiting a lot tonight. I'm sorry. I apologize for the rage bait. I didn't do it on purpose. That's not what I do. I try to be nice about it. But thank you. I appreciate you guys showing up. I gotta clean up. No more DNA. Do it more? No. Rage baiting's bad. I appreciate you guys. I need to clean. If you want to see the mess I made, look at the floor, bro. Like, it's... It died. It's okay. You guys have a wonderful night. It's dirty. I have to clean it. I will, stop. I'm not rage baiting. It's a mess. I will holler at you guys. Thank you. Look at my pillows. They are so pretty. I'll holler at you guys next time. Thank you. Have a good night.